video, we'll take a trip down memory lane to vintage garden designs that are soothing to the heart and make you want to revive them. From stone paths covered in moss, wrought iron benches under purple wisteria, to elegant old iron fountains. There's a Victorian-style glasshouse, shabby-chic wooden gates, and a charming gazebo for afternoon relaxation. We'll also see hand-painted ceramic pots, tea tables in the garden, and a rope swing amidst a flower meadow. Every design is rich in detail, filled with the scent of flowers, and exudes a warm, cozy atmosphere that makes you feel like you're in a dream garden from days gone by. Welcome back to the DM8K channel. The cobblestone path is old, with a soft gray color mixed with warm brown and smooth green moss tucked between the stones. The path winds sweetly through a garden full of lavender, roses, and foxgloves in full bloom. Morning light filters through the branches of the trees above, carrying the scent of fragrant flowers. The atmosphere is calm, romantic, and makes you want to linger for hours. A black wrought iron bench with beautiful floral carvings stands sweetly under a canopy of purple wisteria in full bloom. The flowers hang down and sway gently in the breeze, dropping their beautiful petals onto the surface of the bench. Bees and butterflies flit among the flowers, while around them are neatly trimmed hedges and vintage garden lights that add to the warm and romantic atmosphere. A magnificent wooden pergola with beams covered in thick green ivy vines blends beautifully with soft pink climbing roses. Below it is a dining area with a gravel floor, complete with wrought iron chairs and a table covered with a lace tablecloth. Sunlight filters through the leaves, casting moving shadows on the ground, creating a cool, romantic, and super comfortable atmosphere for relaxing. high-level wrought iron fountain with detailed carvings. Its surface has a natural patina that gives it a classic and classy look. Standing in the middle of a circular parterre garden, clear water flows gently from each level. Surrounding it, a neat boxwood hedge forms a perfect circle, decorated with seasonal tulips that make the atmosphere even more beautiful and elegant. Neatly trimmed boxwood hedges form beautiful geometric patterns, framing gravel paths. In the center of each pattern is an antique urn that becomes the center of attention, surrounded by bursts of color from seasonal flowers such as pansies and marigolds. Neat, symmetrical, and with a very elegant classic garden feel. A small white-painted garden shed with peeling paint. Its windows adorned with lace curtains gently fluttering in the breeze. In front of it, a hanging basket full of geraniums dangles beautifully, while next to the door stands an old watering can surrounded by pots filled with bright daisies. The atmosphere is sweet, warm, and filled with vintage touches that make it a pleasure to behold. garden lamps with elegant iron carvings line the cobblestone path. At dusk, their warm amber light reflects off the surrounding rose petals, creating a romantic twilight atmosphere that makes the garden feel like a scene from a classic movie. Imagine walking under a wooden gate covered with lush climbing roses, ranging in color from soft cream to sweet pink to elegant deep red. The flowers are so fragrant that they make your steps feel slow and calm. Petals fall like natural confetti, creating a romantic and magical atmosphere. A Victorian-style gazebo with detailed wood carvings, painted in soft beige, and covered with fragrant jasmine vines. Inside are wrought-tan chairs with floral cushions, inviting us to sit back and relax while enjoying the scent of peonies blooming nearby. The atmosphere is elegant, cool, and makes you want to linger. This vintage-style wrought-iron birdcage has been transformed into a beautiful hanging pot. It is filled with lobelia, fuchsia, and sweet alyssum flowers that hang down, creating a sweet and colorful display. When the wind blows, the flowers sway gently, adding to the lively and charming atmosphere of the garden. A bronze sundial with patina stands elegantly on a carved stone pedestal. Around it, wildflowers bloom and tall grass sways gently in the breeze, creating a peaceful atmosphere with a classic touch. This white-painted wooden gate has a distinctive vintage charm, with peeling paint and a gently curved top. Upon opening, a hidden path filled with blooming wild roses immediately comes into view. Their colors varied and their fragrance intoxicating. It feels like entering a secret world known only to us. Flowers hang above the path, their petals gently falling to the ground, creating a romantic and magical atmosphere. Perfect for a leisurely stroll or simply sitting back to enjoy the beauty of nature. This straight gravel path is flanked by rows of lush lavender in full bloom. Bees buzz busily among the flowers, while the air is filled with a soothing fragrance. The atmosphere is cool, beautiful, and makes you want to stroll slowly while enjoying the scenery. This elegant old pergola is filled with dozens of colorful hanging pots, each overflowing with geraniums, fuchsias, and beautiful ivy. The bright colors of the flowers contrast with the aged wood of the pergola, creating a warm, lively atmosphere full of classic garden charm. The rough stone steps wind up the slope, with crevices adorned with tiny wildflowers such as daisies, buttercups, and forget-me-nots. This natural touch makes the stairs look charming and warm, inviting us to climb them while enjoying the simple beauty of nature. This simple rope swing hangs sweetly from the sturdy branches of an oak tree, surrounded by a field of wildflowers swaying gently in the summer breeze. The atmosphere is peaceful, warm, and makes us want to sit and enjoy the day without rushing.